Alright, so just in review, we have these 3 fretboards here. These guys. Root, first inversion, and second inversion. Alright, so let's look at the root one. Root 1 starts on the root, relative root of each modal scale tone arpeggio. So C, this is root C, root D minor, root E minor, root F, that kind of thing. First inversion, kind of a chopped up sign there. First inversion starts on the, I guess, the third of each one of those relative modal scales. So C, starting on C would be starting on the third. I'll just take it up 1 octave. D, E, F. Anybody who's taken Hanon piano lessons knows what these things are. You kind of pull your hand apart, you know. But I never knew that I was doing an inversion when I was doing those kinds of arpeggios. That's an inversion. And why do we do an inversion? We want to experiment. Experiment, experiment. We're going to do it in second inversion. We want to see what happens. You know, what can we discover? We can discover some really cool things. Huh? So like E would be, I could start it way down here. This would be your lowest note. But I can go even lower, you know, so it'd be minor third interval, major third interval, straight up to the octave, and then start over again. Minor third interval, but this is warped over now. So it looks like a major third interval. This is a minor third. Here's a major third, right? E minor. Here's the minor third interval is longer looking than the major third interval. The perfect fourth is straight up because it's going one string to the other. It's tuned in fourths. So the minor third interval is longer looking, but you're going straight up and then down a longer amount. It's actually down here. That's a minor third, and then we go to a major third, which is just 2 whole steps. So it's right. Here's your major third. Now here's a whole step, 5 to this 6, because we go up a perfect fourth, or look at it this way. Here's the same note. The 5 and the 5 are the same note. So what are they apart? Are they a part of fourth? No, because the root and the fifth are a part of fourth. They're the same note. It's just that the length of this string, when you press it down here, is equal to, and you strum this thing, is equal to the frequency of this one. Because this is a bass string or something, it doesn't vibrate as fast. So it has to do with the diameter of the vibrating string. That's why they're the same. You know, you would think they weren't. If you had 2 of the exact same strings and you played them like that, okay, this one's tuned. Actually, the reason is this one's tuned higher. Ah, that's what it is. It's nothing to do with the length of the string. Just has to do with other qualities of that range of notes. This one's tuned higher than this. So it's tuned a fourth up. So this is probably a fourth, because look, 1 whole step, 2 whole steps, okay, is a perfect third, and then up a half step is a fourth. So they are a fourth apart. There, even Steven there. Same note. So the interval, you know, the further away from the starting note you go on the next string up, the further, the closer to that actual note you're getting. So the minor third, you know, would be, here's a minor third, 3 to 5. Here's the 3 to 5 right there is minor third. But it may, but a whole step would be all the way over here. So you'll just half step away. Because of the tuning warp, see, in perfect fourths tuning, you see this fourth right here? Okay? This guy would be over here in perfect fourths tuning. And then you'd have your minor, major, perfect fourth, minor, major. And then you could just take it up a perfect fourth from there. What? From 6 to 2, right? Bingo. Finish on the same string. However, that's not how the guitar is tuned. It's tuned, down tuned, top 2 strings, or first from the top, second from the top. Or, and for once I agree with string 1 and string 2, but I'm just going to say from the top. Top 2, top 1, top 2, top 3. You know, because if you're talking about this region, and especially because it's tuned differently, then we might as well focus on it. You know, it deserves our attention, because not only because it's high up there, and we want to make chords and stuff, like D minor. If you replace in a D minor, if you just add, or replace the 6th with this is a bad way of doing this. Bad way of doing it. If you just add the 7th to a D minor, you've got yourself a 7 half diminished 7th. Instead of, you've got like that. Alright, that wasn't working. Princess, will you calm down? My dog's scratching away, it's starting to distract me. So, experimentally, we want to do all the inversions and find out what happens. Well, guess what? What happens? When you get up to this zone and you have the warp effect, say in the arpeggio here, minor, major, octave, the minor becomes shaped like this. A little tic-tac-toe, a little staircase like that. I mean, you know, and that, they all become shaped like that, kind of, or a lot, the minors get shaped like that. So here, there, it does the same thing happens with A minor up there. When you start an A minor root, you're going to get the staircase on top. You start an E minor root, you're going to get a staircase on top. You start a D minor root, you're going to get a staircase on top. 2, 4, 6. Let's look at the other shapes. You know, I can play them. They're fun to play. Kinda, if you don't mess them up. Like that. That would be, I guess, the D minor one. The E minor one is. And then A minor down here. Notice I use that A minor chord to find my place. It gives me a little known zone. You know, for it kind of makes it easy, makes that arpeggio, all that new figuring out, you know, kind of making your way as you go along stuff. It gets you 3 strings for free. So we're going to look at the first inversion, and it makes what does it make? Well, in the minors, the first inversion gets you this 3 on the bar thing. There they are, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. D minor. This is 3 on the bar. That's nice. Straight up, you could just finger that, and you know, you're good.